Morning, everybody. I said yesterday that I would have a bit of a product announcement. It's a little bit of a teasy product announcement because they're things that aren't out in this country yet. But we very kindly been given a supply of them by TJ and Fernando from Prosupps in the USA. And Sarah is going to give them a test run for us. So for those of you who don't know Sarah, if you could just give us a bit of an intro as to who you are and what you do.
Hi, my name's Sarah Whitney. I've got a company within the leisure industry that facilitates bodybuilding prep, figure prep. I also have a lot of normal customers with intolerances, vegan clients. I'm a fitness professional, have been for a long time. I train myself. My business partner is a very high level physique athlete. So I'm a bit of a supplement snob. So Rich came across this supplement range and recommended the first product to me, which was Dr. Jekyll, because I unfortunately am a bit intolerant to certain ingredients in supplements, so I have to be very careful what I take. I have to take very low caffeine pre-workout, so I wasn't taking pre-workout at the time. He introduced me to that and I was hooked instantly. Instant gains. I felt an amazing pump, focus during my training session, so that was the first supplement really that got me started.
Yeah, so Dr. Jekyll, we've had him for a while. Those of you who have used it know it's a low stim, kind of a pump and a focus pre-workout. That's been really popular for us, and it does stack with the Mr. Hyde. So the Mr. Hyde, the Dr. Jekyll we have in stock at the moment. Sarah doesn't use the Mr. Hyde.
No.
It's very much in the vein of kind of your Rip Freak type pre-workouts. I've used it a few times. I personally find, again, for myself, it's a little bit too high stim. I like the Red Mist, and I've stacked that with my Dr. Jekyll. But for those of you who are working manual jobs, maybe need a real good kick up the ass, it's been very popular. The other product that we currently stock, that we already stock, is the Aminos. Amino Links.
Which I'm drinking currently.
Probably one of the nicest tasting aminos we do. It's mango and passion fruit that Sarah's got at the moment.
It's very tasty indeed.
It's not massively high in lysine, like a lot of our intra workouts, so maybe not quite as suited to building muscle, but as a general health and well-being amino, it's fantastic. It's got citrulline, beta-alanine, augmentine, vitamin B12, vitamin B6, glutamine, all those kind of things in there, your electrolytes, and it tastes really good. So a lot of the clients that we have use this through the day or as an intra workout. We've got the little 5-7 pots and the great big 37 pots in stock at the moment. Now, what's coming out soon, and TJ kind of showed me these products, and I'll be honest, I was a little sceptical. Now, all of us here have tried these now, and we've been quite surprised because they're the kind of things that you don't normally expect to work, quite frankly. I've used Slim Sane by Anabolic Designs, a few other products, and you kind of have to convince yourself, well, I've spent 30 quid on it, so no, I think it's probably doing something. The product I'm referring to is iLoad. It's the first one we all tried. It's called an insulin matrix. That could put some people off. Those of you who don't realise, insulin is about the most anabolic hormone you've got in your body. It's what drives carbohydrates and nutrients into your muscle cells. And what iLoad does is it allows your body to really, really efficiently shuttle carbohydrates into your muscle. So if you're carb loading for an event, maybe we're possibly talking about using it for a show.
Yeah.
But crucially, if you want to get a real good old pump without having to use stimulants, you have that an hour or an hour and a half before with carbs. We've all been playing around. We've all found slightly different things work differently for us.
I think the thing is, was trying something like iLoad, especially if it was for a peak week, is when I work with a lot of my clients, we always trial peak weeks up to 8 weeks out. So we're putting things in place to mimic the last 7 days before their show. If you was going to take something and you'd never trialled it before, you didn't know how it was going to work on your body, that might be a bit of a mistake because you can never tell 100% what's going to happen. I'm not saying anything's preordained in this industry, it isn't, but if you trial things within a controlled environment within your what you would normally do on your peak week on the uptake of carbohydrates, then if it works, then you should be able to keep it in. I've found amazing results from iLoad. Different carbohydrate sources I've tried with it so far. I've tried liquid carbohydrates, I've tried sugar, I've tried regular kind of lower GI carbohydrates, and I've found that we were both talking about it before, about don't specifically follow what it says on the tub for each person. I mean, I'm taking it slightly longer before I train than Rick. I'm also taking a lot of water with it. I don't take as many carbs as Rick, obviously, because I'm a different body weight. I'm not as lean as Rick, so I don't see the vascularity that Rick does, but I do see vascularity. And for somebody that's not that lean, that's pretty amazing. I'm getting so tight that when I'm walking in the gym, I actually feel a pump. in my clothes without even lifting a weight from iLoad. It's incredible. I haven't had something apart from the Dr. Jekyll recently that actually does what it says on the tin so much. I'm really impressed with it.
And that's the thing for me. Like I say, products like that I've used before, and I've never been fully convinced. There's no question. It does exactly what it says on the tin, so much so that we've all got to ourselves, and I've got more coming from the States for
I can't wait to train with it. That's how good it is. You know, I can't wait to train a different body part with it to see what happens.
What's really interesting with this, they also do a carb powder specifically designed for it that's got some electrolytes and B vitamins and bits and bobs in. We haven't got that in yet, but we are going to be getting that. They do carbolic and carbolite, and one of them has got electrolytes and flavoured, and one of them just a plain carb powder that you can mix with your shakes or your food. Now, what's really exciting, so Sarah's tried this. She's tried the Dr. Jekyll, the full get really pumped unnecessarily so you can't scratch your own nose stack. Also includes the NO3 Drive, which is again a non-stim pump product. So the iLoad is going to shut all your carbohydrates and nutrients into your muscle. Jekyll gives you that focus. The NO3 Drive increases the concentration of nitric oxide in the blood. Again, the ingredient list isn't anything particularly nuts, so that we've not seen before. You know, citrulline, olpatine sulfate, GPLC matrix, which consists of glycopro, glycocan, estrogen, and petripro. But really well dosed, really clear with what's in it. Sarah's going to try that today,
and
we're going to see what happens. I expect gains.
I expect crazy pumps.
Yeah. And then the final stack to go along with that, in that kind of vein, is Crash.
Everybody needs sleep.
Yeah. Now this is very much like your Iron Dream by Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ronnie Coleman, Resurrect PM, or Dorian Yates's one, GH Blast. What you've got with this, you've got kind of, it looks like the best of all of them combined. The taste is great. I've tried this, and I had my first 12 hours sleep in a very long time. You've got 300 milligrams of Phenibut, which is a really good relaxant. You've got a standard ZMA supplement, but it's zinc sulfate monohydrate and magnesium. So the proper ZMA that you would get in a like snack system ZMA product. You've got L-carotene, which could help possibly with fat metabolization. Arguably, you're not getting that much effect, but they do say that it helps with if you are cutting. Tryptophan. Happy Dreams. Valerian root, passion flower extract. You've probably seen those on over-the-counter sleep supplements.
Very chilled.
And 5-HTP.
Lots of dreams.
And Evodyne, which again is a kind of natural relaxant.
I'm excited for that product. Very excited.
Yeah, I mean, you don't sleep fantastically,
no.
So if that helps, that would be mega.
I get like 4 or 5 hours. It's ridiculous.
So, you know, it's quite an expensive stack, but we were all really excited about these because they really work. You know, an hour to an hour and a half before, iLoad with your carbs of choice, plenty of water, NO3 Drive 45 minutes before, Dr. Jekyll half an hour before, aminos while you train, cake or something post-workout. That's the thing.
Cake.
Yeah, cake's a thing. Dr. Hyde if you're really, really tired, but to be honest, I mean, I don't think you need it on top. Crash before bed. That's the full stack of products that they do that really jumps out at me. They also do a whey and an isolate and carb powder and stuff like that, but they're the things that really jump out at me.
Gains.
Yeah. The only other thing that they have given us some samples of that Sarah's going to try, and Sarah's not specifically cutting at the moment, but
she can probably tell.
Yeah, but you know, they help with. I've tried them, and I actually used them yesterday because just had a load of paperwork to do. It's called Vanish. It's a fat burner. It's a pretty full-on spec. It's got dicaffeine malate, which is a type of caffeine that's kind of buffered. So rather than getting a big hit of caffeine, it releases more slowly and comes out of your system more slowly. Green tea extract, raspberry ketones, silbutamine, which helps with appetite suppressant, ALA, which helps, it's also in the iLoad, helps with efficient use of carbohydrates, dandelion root extract, 5-HTP, which helps with mental focus, clarity, feeling good, feeling of well-being. It's actually a supplement that I use on its own sometimes. You've got your himbean bark extract. Now, it's not clear as to whether that's going to be in the UK spec version yet.
Which would be a shame because that's a supplement I recommend to my prepping clients. My prepping clients will know.
Now, TJ is of the opinion that because it's the bark extract and it's the natural version, that it's going to be allowed in the UK. But we're not confident on that. That's what they're saying. We'll find out.
I should have thought so then.
So Sarah will give us an update in a week or so.
Definitely.
I imagine possibly via some typing, or
Yep.
she might swing by store, and we'll see how she gets on.
I'll do some flexing, and you can see the gains.
Yeah, that'd be wicked.
Yeah.
And then on a personal level, I'm just gonna get all that up in my business, you know, because it says that on it.
Mass.
So yeah, gains. I'm all over that. So yeah, if you're interested in the products, we have got a little bit of a waiting list because the iLoad, particularly because a few people have tried it and they've really, really liked it. If you really want to try the product, I've got a personal supply and you can have a go on them. But I haven't got much, and like I say, 4 to 6 weeks is when they're out. The iLoad, the NO3 Drive, the Crash, and the Vanish. If you want any of those products pre-ordering, we can take pre-orders, but it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks. The Jekyll, the Aminos, the Hyde, they're all in stock now, and we've also got at the moment, if you buy the Jekyll and the Hyde, you get a free shaker and a free Prosupps t-shirt while stocks last. I think we've got three or four left.
Can I just say as well, for my clients that I've already told about these products that we were just discussing, that we're going to find out the specifics of the ingredients, to see if they're vegetarian, vegan, and we're also going to find out about the WADA testing on all of the supplements as well. So we'll get back to you on that one before any of my clients ask, because I know I've had a couple of questions about them already. Yeah, no, they're really, really cool. It's also worth noting, guys, I mean, obviously, those of you who know me, I do a bit of diet work, but I am gym rat diet work. People who are prepping, people who've got shows coming up, people who are interested in competing, or just general diet clients that want a really, really well-spec package. I'll put Sarah's website and contact details on this video. Pretty much as good as it gets, in my opinion. Well, thank you.
You do what you do.
See what I do.
So yeah, if you're interested in that, I know I've had a few women in the shop that have asked about Sarah, and they've maybe not got around to contacting her, or they haven't known where the contact details are. They'll be on the bottom of the video, and just drop her a line. She'll be more than happy to help. Thank you very much.
Awesome.